almost as much as I love Special Olympics, I love American musical theater. So, which turns out also has its own lasting fondness for Austria and for the German language, which I apologize to you for not speaking. But with that in mind, let me start in a World Games kind of way. Welcome and bienvenue, welcome. It's Broadway, okay. But continuing with ni hao, hola, konnichiwa, aloha, shalom, salam alaikum, jambo, pura vida, and g'day. Okay. It's my honor to speak with all of you today and to represent the Golisano Health Leadership Global Awardees. I've gotten to know this group over the past few days, and I'm so grateful to have such amazing colleagues working all over the planet for inclusive health. These World Games are spectacular, and today we saw the impact healthy athletes can have on individuals and on teams. And I want to just take a moment to add one extra thank you to Peyton for helping Melissa and me participate even very briefly. Thank you very much, wherever you are. But healthy communities goes beyond the games and goes beyond the athletes. For people with intellectual disabilities to be fully included in all aspects of life, from learning to working to playing, they have to be as healthy as possible. And that means that all healthcare providers and all the systems in which they work need to be understanding, caring, and responsive to the special needs of this population. That's what a healthy community looks like. Every day, year-round, Special Olympics is working to increase the knowledge of health providers serving people with intellectual disabilities, to engage and train people who are just starting their careers. So we got the people who are in practice and then the people just coming up, to improve the health systems that they work in through good data so we can actually learn what's going on and change how we do it, and then to help people with ID themselves learn how to live healthy lives. I've seen the power of even a single clinician to transform a system simply by taking the time to find out what's important in a person's life. How many of your doctors do that for you? Think about it. So at Special Olympics events, and Tim Shriver is the master of this, stories are what we deal in. So I'm going to tell you 3 very quick stories just to tell you the power of one clinician. The first one was told to me the other day by my friend Matt Holder, Dr. Matt Holder, about a doctor doing a healthy athlete's MedFest screening who checked an athlete's reflexes. So checking the knee jerks like this, okay, and it went boing like that. Not supposed to do that. And ended up recognizing something that patient's doctor had never noticed because nobody ever bothered to check reflexes. Person could walk, why check? Discovering a correctable spinal cord problem that would have taken away that person's ability to walk and got it corrected. So just by checking the reflexes at a MedFest screening. That's one. The second story is a medical student at our place who cleverly analyzed some data from our hospital and discovered, to the surprise of the hospital, that the people with intellectual disabilities were, on average, spending a day and a half more in the hospital for no reason that was obvious, compared to people admitted who didn't have developmental disabilities but were admitted for the same reason. So the hospital's spending money, the systems who serve these people are spending money. It's a big waste, and we can now figure this out and figure out how to change it. Story number 3, and this is the one that excites me the most, is about one of our students at our medical school who are advocating for the needs of their classmates who have challenges like hearing impairments, tic disorders, cerebral palsy, and autism spectrum disorder. These are students in our medical school. So think of that for a moment. Our medical school is finally inclusive enough to provide accommodations for students with disabilities, and better yet, their classmates are advocating for each other. Wow. So can you imagine what caring doctors we're creating here? You talk about come into our world, and this is the way it's supposed to happen. So with that in mind, I can't resist the American musical version of local girl Maria von Trapp. So say, these are a few of my favorite things. Now, I also have the good fortune in my work in the States to represent 2 Special Olympics partner organizations who aren't going to get mentioned here because we aren't quite yet international. These are the American Academy of Developmental Medicine and Dentistry. Hands up, guys. Thank you. And the Association of University Centers on Disability, who are proud to join Special Olympics to improve the health of all people with ID. You're going to hear about other exciting partnerships tonight, and all of the other partners are going to be honored, but those two weren't on the list. But the shared commitment of these and other partners around the world is inspiring and sustains and multiplies our impact. So, danke schön to everyone here, especially the Golisano Foundation, represented by my friend Ann Costello, and to fellow award recipients. Okay, we can look forward to continued growth of our health program, thanks to you and those you represent, and thanks to the advocacy of the amazing Special Olympics athletes across the world, like I'm told I'm going to be introducing Nitseva Galvez Orozco. Yes, that's true. Sergeant Shriver, International Global Messenger, who's coming up next. But first, we still have a mountain of work to do, and I'm going to paraphrase Maria von Trapp one more time. Nothing comes from nothing, nothing ever could. But so somewhere in our youth or childhood, or next week, or next month, or next year, we're going to do something good. Yeah.